Hey guys, Mark Sheridan here from Toomey Schreiber Property Group and CairnsRealEstateAgent.com. Guys, today on Mornings with Mark, I'm going to be answering some questions that have been sent in from buyers out there in the marketplace. Okay, so the questions today come from Narelle, and Narelle is asking, what is the lowest price I should offer on a property when purchasing a property? The other questions are, what inspections should I ensure are done when purchasing a property? So let's deal with the first one. What is the lowest price you should offer on a property? Okay, there are two things that come into place now, two things that you should consider first up, and that is what kind of market are you in? Now, you know what kind of market that you're in, whether it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, from the amount of time that properties are staying out there in the marketplace or on the market. So if properties are just being snapped up left, right and centre all around you, you know that it's pretty much a seller's market and properties are turning over very, very quickly for their asking price or even higher than their asking price. On the other scale, if you're seeing properties are sitting on the market much longer, the time on the market is extending, and properties are selling under what they're asking for, then obviously it's tending more towards a buyer's market. So you'll be able to know this by being out there and doing your research. So if you're out in the marketplace, you're there, you're looking at homes every weekend, and whether you're in a particular suburb or you've got a couple of suburbs in mind, you're going to know and get a fair idea of value for money and what is out there, what is being asked for a property and what the property is actually selling for. So when a property sells in a suburb that you're looking to buy in, you can certainly ring up that agent and ask the agent what the property sold for. Or you can go online and you can research it and you can see what the property sold for. So then when you go and you find a property that you actually love and it's your dream home, you'll be able to sit there and say, okay, I've looked at so many properties now and I feel that this is a realistic price, or they're asking, too much for this property. So, but if you've got a hot property out there that you know matches all your criteria and you know it's going to match the criteria of other people as well, then you're going to know that it's going to sell for pretty much asking price, okay? Unless the seller's expectations or the agent's expectations are well above market value. But from being out there in the marketplace and researching and knowing what's selling and what's on the market, you're going to have a fair idea. So, when you go out and you see a property and say it's listed for say $495,000, and you know from out there that this property is going to probably be sold fairly quickly because it matches the criteria not only that you want, but probably that a lot of other people want as well. So you are going to say, well, look, I'm not going to come in and I'm not going to offer $460 or $470 for that property because I know other people are probably going to want it. So you've got to make that decision and say, this property is going to be sold quickly. I'm going to have to pay market price for it. I'm going to have to pay the listed price. Or even if you really, really want the property and it becomes an emotional purchase, you can even pay above the market price or even go a few $1,000s over the market price for that property. So I hope that's helped with that question, but the more research that you do and the more that you know the area, you're going to have a fair idea of what is a fair market value, your offer should match that, or what is sort of above market value or below. Now, the second question you asked was, what inspections should I be doing on a property? Well, the basic answers to these is you should be, most of the time you should be looking at doing a building inspection and a pest inspection. And they're the things that are most likely going to show up any structural, any flaws in the property or anything like that. Look, unless you're getting you're purchasing a brand new home and you're getting a builder's warranty attached to that, you should look at getting a building and pest inspection on the property. Now, going back to your first question as well, and if you're looking at a property that you know is attracting half a dozen or a dozen other people to it, and you've got a fair idea that the property itself is in a fair structural state, and there doesn't appear to be anything wrong with it, you can make your own decision then whether you want to purchase the property and put an offer in, not subject to a building and pest inspection, okay? But the main inspections we recommend there are a building inspection and a pest inspection. Now, the other thing, if a property does have a pool, you can get a registered pool inspector out and you can get a pool inspection, and you can go as far as getting an electrician out, and you can get an electrical inspection as well if you're looking at something like an older Queenslander. So I hope that's answered your question there. If you've got any other questions, send them in and I'll be answering them. Hope you enjoyed. Talk to you soon.